Jared here, and I thought you might like to join me on a stroll around Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's just about evening here, and I'm just setting out. And I think this will give you a real good idea of what a typical evening in Gatlinburg, Tennessee looks like. It is a little bit on the cooler side this evening, and it's even drizzling a little bit. But I think we're still gonna have a lot of fun. I think the first thing that I'm gonna do this evening, because of all the rain, is go and get a cup of coffee. We have arrived at our coffee destination, Berg Coffee and Smoothies. I absolutely love this place. It has fantastic coffee. And it looks like the free hot sauce museum next door is finally open. I've been waiting for this thing to open up for months and months and months. This is a really cute little coffee shop. My coffee in hand and I'm ready to hit the town. I got a red eye, which is just coffee with 2 shots of espresso in it. They did bring me like a canister of cream. I'm not sure why, if it was just being kind or what, but I did put some in there. Woodsy's trying my red eye. She's really tired, so hopefully the espresso kind of kicks her in the butt. Ooh, it looks like the taste kicked her in the butt. Well, what did you get?
Cappuccino.
Oh, you got a cappuccino. It is usually a lot busier on a Friday evening than it is today. I don't know if people are coming later or if the rain's keeping them away. I don't know if you saw our video where we went to Disney Springs in search of Loungefly and had no luck. Check this out. Popped into this little store here. All kinds of Loungefly bags. Look at this. Creature from the Black Lagoon. These are all really cute as well. Oh, look at that little mermaid right there. Man, they got all kinds of... Lindsay, don't you have something like this? You have one of these, don't you?
I don't know if it's made by the same company. It's got a frog on it.
Have to take
really close style though.
Peacocks and Flamingos is the name of that store that we were just in. I didn't want to film in there too much. It was really tight quarters and there was a lot of people in there. And they were blasting music, which is always a problem. I don't see anybody lining up to do Earthquake the Ride this evening, nor Treasure Quest Golf. Oh man, look at those great Smoky Mountains. Look at that mist coming off them. We're gonna head into the village to take a look around. I love the way this place looks at night. This is my favorite part of Gatlinburg to walk around in. They've got a lot of cool little shops back here, and I just love the architecture. I am noticing that a lot of the shops back here are closed for some reason, and it's only 6 o'clock, so I know it's not that. And I also know it's not just because of the pandemic, because the last time I was here, all this stuff was open. I'm not sure what's going on this evening. This is another excellent place to get some coffee in. I think they serve ice cream as well. This says they're closed until March 6th, so maybe that's what's going on. Maybe some of these places just aren't opening because of winter, and you know, come this spring, they're gonna be open back up. I just want to take a few minutes to just appreciate how beautiful this is back here. I just love this. Some evenings I come back here after everything's closed and just kind of sit because I just love the lighting. I'm not going to be doing that today because everything's a little bit too wet. You can get a lot of thinking and reflection down here at night. It's just so peaceful and pretty. It's unfortunate that everything's closed up for the evening. 7 p.m. It's time for us to start thinking about getting something to eat, so I came back here where the New Orleans Sandwich Company is, because it's probably my favorite place to eat in Gatlinburg. But unfortunately, they're closed this evening due to a family emergency. Man, I hope everything's okay. We'll have to check back again later in this weekend, but I did just want to mention this place because it is excellent, in my opinion. Looks like business is starting to pick up for the evening now. The Skylift Park chairlift is running tonight. It looks so pretty at night. Look at this. Way up there, you can see some Valentine's hearts underneath the sky bridge. Looks like Sugarland's moonshine tasting is in full swing. Look at this line to get in due to the social distancing and limited capacity. Lots of people heading through town now. Once night fell here, it really started to get busy. There's a lot of lines outside these buildings to get stuff like food or just to get into some of the shops that are still open. We're gonna get some dinner here at Smith & Son Corner Kitchen. This formerly was Blaine's. I haven't been here since they switched over. Gotta head up to the second floor. You excited, dear? You hungry?
Yeah.
I really like the way they have this restaurant decorated up. Love crates, man. Check that out. This kids menu is quite advanced. Look at this. We got some questions over here, but we've cut half of the question off to make it harder for the children. It's a really interesting light fixture they got here. They've got some LED rope lights on top of a pallet. That's pretty neat. I really like the atmosphere in this particular restaurant. They've done a good job with the decor.
They do have a really nice bar over there. Fully stocked and people are enjoying it.
So these definitely look like a good lunch menu. This was only $12, $11.95. It's a hot chicken sandwich, fried chicken and hot sauce, onion, Swiss, spicy pickles, and a side of potato salad, because I love potato salad. Oh boy, Lindsay got, I don't remember, but check a look at this burger. Smoky deli burger. This one might have been $12.95.
It's got queso cheese on it.
Ooh, yeah, some
peppers, onions, mushrooms. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that looks good. And a little kid burger, you know, that look exactly the same size as ours, to be honest with you. And then we've got this was also $11.95, I believe. What's this one called?
Smoky Mountain Dreamin'.
With what? Roast beef?
Roast beef, bacon, and then it had chipotle sauce, but I can't seem to find that. I don't know.
So the lighting in this particular restaurant isn't the best. It's a real warm light, so it's hard to see. There's a little bit better shot at that Smoky Mountaintop sandwich. They got a couple cool concepts here for hanging stuff. Look at this wine bottle chandelier. So that was a really excellent meal. I especially enjoyed my chicken sandwich. I loved the little hot sauce that they had on there. I asked about it, and they wouldn't tell me exactly what it was. It was something that they make, but they said that they did use Frank's Red Hot sauce as sort of like the base for the hot sauce mixture. But everybody really liked their meal. Lindsay loved hers. She said mushrooms weren't canned. They were nice, plump, fresh mushrooms, which she appreciated. I hate mushrooms, so I didn't try it. And I guess the roast beef sandwich was also really good, except for they forgot the sauce on that. But other than that, real good. We would definitely eat there again. And it was well priced. I mean, all the sandwiches were between $10 and $12. You can see the rain's coming down at a pretty decent pace. Anaquista's all locked up tight for the evening. Anaquista's a really cool chairlift up into the mountains. They've got a nice little shopping village up there. It's kind of small, just a couple shops, but it's got some cool restaurants. It's got something called the Vista Gardens. that you can walk around, as well as some rope bridges. I've done a few videos on it in the past, and I will put those in the description if you're curious as to what it looks like. Current price to get up at Anakeesta is $25 for an adult, but you can do it all day long, up and down the mountain. Directly across the street from Anakeesta is Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies, which is an excellent aquarium. I love that place. Yeah, I'm really thinking the rain this evening has kept people from coming into Gatlinburg. It's usually quite a bit busier. But this has really made for a nice pleasant evening stroll, having the sidewalks to ourselves, for the most part anyway. I was walking over to the aquarium and these guys caught my eye. We got a couple leftover snowmen from Winterfest. A little bit surprising because I haven't seen any other ones around town. And I do believe that Winterfest ended about mid-February. So this was a pleasant little surprise. Oh, it looks like I spoke too soon because here's some more snow people in front of Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. Man, this is such a good aquarium. I walk up here every time I'm in town, even if I'm not going to the aquarium. Just love hearing that aquarium music, I guess, and these cool, brightly pink-colored trees. I do find it a little bit strange that these are still out. After all, it's pretty much March here in a day or two, and I thought Snowfest ended a couple weeks ago. I love ducking into these little side alleys right here on the main parkway and taking a look around. I think all these shops are closed this evening, but I still like walking back here. It just looks really nice. For instance, this is a real interesting shop, Cookie Dough Bliss. There's some cookie dough inspired treats that you can buy. Like I said, it's not open right now. Nothing really is. I'll come back tomorrow and take another look around. But I don't know, when you're here, just make sure that you thoroughly explore, because there's a lot of little hidden stuff in Gatlinburg. You could walk right by this and never even notice it. Certainly no shortage of these little tourist trap type attractions all over Gatlinburg. A lot of them seem to be owned by Ripley's. This one in particular is pretty cool, the Ripley's Haunted Adventure. It's closed up tight for this evening though. I'm pretty sure that it's closed for the evening, but I wanted to walk back here by the old smoky Tennessee moonshine area. I guess I was wrong, it is still open. I don't drink moonshine, but I do like coming in here and looking at all the different flavors and colorful jars they have. Oh, that's interesting. What do you got there, Lindsay? White chocolate strawberry cream moonshine. Interesting. Yeah, I have tried it. My brother gave me some once. Not my thing. I guess all the moonshine places are the last things to close in Gatlinburg for the evening. And people seem to know it too, because there was nobody in this alley, and then I stepped inside and then all of a sudden like 30 people appeared inside the store, all lined up to start drinking moonshine. Actually, Lindsay, I think I'm wrong. The last thing to close in Gatlinburg is always the arcade, which is probably how we should end our evening.
Yeah.
Cutting through the arcade. Pooping animals, huh? That's quite gross. What? That one's pooping red, dude. You need to get that looked at quickly. I do love popping into these arcades here in Gatlinburg, but once in a while, all the lights and noise kind of gets me all nerved up. It can be quite obnoxious in here, and a little bit disorienting. Cutting through the Arcadia Space Needle is a convenient shortcut to get to where we're staying, but man, you can get lost in there. This Econo Lodge back here, right behind the Space Needle, is where I prefer to stay. I really like it. It's nice and centrally located within town. pretty decently priced. And honestly, the rooms are nice. I want to take a look at one last thing before I call it a night here. And it's these little tiny buildings right by my hotel. I've seen these a million times. They're little churches, but I don't know what the deal is with them. I don't know if they're active churches or like, can you rent these? Or exactly what the scoop is with them. They're interesting looking. I've never seen anybody coming in and out of them before. If anybody knows what the scoop is with these, I sure would love to hear it. Just they look old. Lindsay thinks they're models, like you see like a model house and you can have it built. But I'd argue, man, they're really old looking and they're all churches. Except for this little porch right here. That looks brand new. But I mean, there's no signage or anything to indicate exactly what these buildings are. I want to thank you for joining me as I took an evening stroll around Gatlinburg, Tennessee this night. I didn't do a whole lot, but that was because it was purely, my intention was purely to just take a walk around town. I was also pleasantly surprised at how few people there were out there. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with that rain. It wasn't enough to keep me out, but it seemed to keep other people away. So, thanks for watching.